Well, welcome back to a new video on Richter's Reviews. This is going to be another one of the special videos in my collection. This is going to be, because my last video, which was a werewolf, my favorite werewolf movie that a Ghoul World Order tagged me in, and I gave that as American Werewolf in London. Now, this is in my collection, Stephen King's Silver Bullet, also just known as Silver Bullet, and based on the novel Cycle of the Werewolf. It's not really a formal review, it's just basically another classic werewolf in my collection. People who have not seen this movie, I'm just going to give you a little synopsis of the film. It's where this family live in Tarker's Mills, and there's this creature of some sort, or things strangely happen in this town, and Corey Haim, who is the young boy that's in a wheelchair, he starts to figure out, like, he actually sees things that happen around the town, and he knows that there's like a werewolf in the town, and he can't get his Uncle Red, played by Gary Busey, to believe him, or any else. He finally gets his sister to believe him, played by Megan Follows, and Everett McGill plays the the werewolf in this film, and so yeah, young Marty, Corey Haim, he has this like cool wheelchair that he drives around in. He calls the Silver Bullet, that his Uncle Red gave to him, and also you you see a lot of friendship between Gary Busey and Corey Haim in the movie, realizing that even though they're nephew and uncle, um, it's really cool to this movie actually came out 33 years ago, and it still holds up today. It is rated R. The DVD that I have is this DVD here. I need to upgrade this to Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure it's available on Blu-ray, but I would love to get this on Blu-ray just to upgrade the sound and the picture quality. Sorry about the darkness in here. My light that I have here is kind of like fading away, so maybe the next video I have, it'll be a lot brighter during the day, and I'm doing this video almost 8 o'clock at night. So anyway, Stephen King's Silver Bullet. I remember the first time I saw this was in 1989. I first saw it, and I still love it today. It's got it's not a bloody movie, but it does have some great special and gore effects. Everett McGill played a really great werewolf in this movie. I love the performance by Gary Busey and Megan Follows. Corey Haim, I mean, he blew it right out of the park there with his role in that movie. Even though he had played that same year that Silver Bullet came out, he played in 3 other movies. A Time to Live. He had a small part in Secret Admirer, and he also played in Murphy's Romance. And yeah, he's definitely this role definitely led him into the 1986 movie Lucas, and in 1984 his first movie Firstborn. That was a really great debut film for him. I would definitely like to say that even though Corey Haim is no longer with us, we can continue to watch his films and enjoy the films. Firstborn, Stephen King's Silver Bullet, Lucas, Lost Boys, License to Drive, Dream a Little Dream, Fast Getaway 2, Dream Machine, Prayer of the Roller Boys, and so on and so forth. Dream a Little Dream 2, Fast Getaway 2, he's not hundreds of movies, but I think it's like 46, 48 movies that he played in or acted in. And counting his TV shows, he did a couple of shows like Roomies, Big Wolf on Campus. He had an episode on. So yeah, Corey Haim is definitely missed. Gary Busey, he's pretty much, everybody knows who he is. He played in Barbarossa. Um, he played Elvis in a movie. Or not, not Elvis. He played Buddy Holly. He played in Buddy Holly film, Point Break, tons of other films. Under Siege, Predator 2. Everett McGill, definitely, he led this role into 5 years later, played in Twin Peaks. Megan Follows was really well known for Anne of Green Gables, or the Anne of Avalon, and Green Gables, or something like. Anyway, it was like a PBS show. Green Gables, Anne of Avalon. Little fact is, Terry O'Quinn, who went on to play in The Stepfather 1 and 2, he played in this as the sheriff. There's a real creepy scene where Marty gets the fireworks that his uncle gave to him, and he shoots the arrow, and it goes through the werewolf's eye. And later on, when his sister's going to send out the cans so she can get money for like the cans and the bottles, she sees that the Reverend has a patch over his eye, so she starts to realize that there is a werewolf in the town. Another little small part in the film is when this abusive, burly guy living in this house is sitting there watching wrestling, and you see a bunch of different like wrestlers on the TV, and you hear Vince McMahon commentating on the background. And one of the parts, he said, "Oh, you kicked me in my parts." He's played in other films. Don't remember exactly his name, but I've seen him in other films, and he definitely gets his. It's directed by Daniel Attias. He did a great directorial. I believe that is his directorial debut. Martha Schumacher was the producer, and Jay Chataway did the music, great sound, great photography, great script. There's not much I can say that hasn't been said on Stephen King's Silver Bullet, other than the fact that it definitely goes in the cycle of the 80s werewolf films, Howling, American London, and a bunch of other, Howling 2, Howling 3, 4, 5. Stephen King's Silver Bullet is definitely right up there with those, if not higher rating than the Howling, because I really do like American Werewolf London, but this would be like maybe 2 or 3 of my favorite Stephen King films and my favorite werewolf films. It's not the one thing that another part in the movie what I thought was pretty cool was when there's like a dream sequence where the Reverend sees he's all preaching to all of these people, and all these people in the church are all starting to slowly turn into werewolves. The ending is really great, so I'm not going to tell you too much about the ending of the movie, just so you don't get people who haven't seen it, which there's probably not many people who have not seen this movie. But for all intents and purposes, I'm going to leave it there, but it's a great ending. Great performances, great acting. Yeah. And all I can say is that I'm very happy to have this in my collection, and this is definitely in my top 10 favorite Corey Haim films. Right up there, that leads right up there with License to Drive, Dream Little Dream, Fast Getaway, Pray the Roll Boys, Firstborn, Lucas, and many others. So my name is Brad Richter. This is Richter's Reviews. Now I've reached 307 subscribers. Getting pretty good at doing these things. I'm going to try to do, like I said, sometimes Tuesday it's hard for me to do videos, and I really wasn't feeling up to doing a video today, but I went ahead and did it for my great followers and subscribers here who definitely leave great comments. And I will be doing a video tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a very special video. It's going to be a franchise review, so hopefully you stay tuned for that. As far as doing a formal review of Stephen King's Silver Bullet, I'm just going to leave it up to what it is. So this is Stephen King's Silver Bullet. Highly recommend this film. On the Richter scale, I would rate this a definite 7.5 very close to an 8 out of 10 on the Richter scale. So if you like this video, leave comments below. If you have any suggestions for other, like, in my collection videos you like to do, like let's say favorite sequel movie, favorite part 2 of a film, or favorite TV show that I own, just leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up, and I'll check you on the next video tomorrow, and you have a great evening.